Hello. So I got to interview my grandpa, Ray Scoggins, and he is from Oklahoma, and that is where he currently lives right now. So it was really interesting to be able to talk to him about kind of serious things, and other times we don't really get to do that because we're mostly having conversations on the phone. So this was also over the phone, but it's like easier to get um more serious when it has to do with the project. So yeah, I thought this was really cool. With that being said, I don't really have that many photos of him like during, so like for my essay I was talking about mostly his life in relation to the 60s, and I don't really have many photos during that time, but this is him last year during Thanksgiving. Totally tell that he is an Oklahoma man with his cowboy hat and boots, but there he is. That's my grandpa. And here is him when he was younger. Now this is actually from the 60s. I think it's like 1965-ish. And this is my Auntie Monica, which is my dad's sister, and then this is my grandma. And this picture right here was taken in Santa Fe Springs, California, because he moved here when he was 7, which I say in my essay. And then yeah, he moved after he married my grandma. A few years after, he wanted to move back to Oklahoma. So as far as the essay goes, I just talked about, like, in relation to the 60s, how he didn't really experience any, like, when we read the history book, we think about, like, civil rights and segregation, and, like, we thought it was super prevalent during the time. But I found out, like, through his experience, it wasn't really for some people, obviously for, his race. It wasn't really, affecting him. So he said he never even saw signs. Like, we all thought, like, oh, white water fountain, black water fountain, all that stuff. We thought it was, like, from what I know from history books, I thought it was all over, but apparently it wasn't. He said he's never seen it, and he never even met a black person until he was around 20 years old, I think he said. So it was just really interesting to hear his side of the story and, like, what the 60s were to him. And so yeah, that's really what my essay is about, and this was a really fun project. So yeah, that's my grandpa.